Okay, I want to talk about love magic, love spells, love rituals, sex magic, just a bunch of shit in that area. So, where do I start? Okay, I actually want to talk about certain special techniques that you can do when you're performing love rituals or spells, love magic. Um, a lot of newbies or people who just start out or are just starting out, casting spells or performing rituals, they get a lot of frustration due to lack of experience and some basic knowledge that you really can't get from books. Um, I know a lot of times there are books that give you set instructions for spells that require candles. And I know a lot of people who have done these, they don't have any experience in the occult. They're just starting out and they get mad because I lit this candle and I did what it said and nothing happened. A majority of the time, the people who write these books just assume that you have the knowledge or you already know about activating your ingredients or materials. A candle is just a candle. That's all it is. It's not. There's nothing magical about a candle, or it's all about mental symbolism and emotional symbolism. So there's a lot of things that go with just simply lighting a candle. You have to dress the candle with certain herbs or oils. You have to pray over. You have to activate. You have to give it power. You have to give it life. Okay. Think of it like the puppet master. Okay, the puppet master created these puppets, but ultimately he had to give them life in order for them to do crazy shit. Okay, but that was just a little side note. But anyways, back to love magic. There are a lot of things you can do. There's one spell that I really like, and that's to make somebody you're with more affectionate towards you. Okay, and what you do is you take a glass of water, like a clear glass, that high, two incense sticks, all right, and you have to name them after each person, you and your partner. Okay, then you have to get in a sacred space, and then you have to get in the right frame of mind, and I'll talk about that right now. But basically what you do is you take a glass of water, you fill it up with clean water, okay, like spring water, and not a little bit more than halfway. But what you do is you're going to put that in front of you, and you're going to put 3 teaspoons of white sugar, okay, and then you're gonna light the incense and stick them in the glass of water. And as you stick them in there, you need to actually speak to the glass of water, okay? Because the water is a vessel, it's a link to the subconscious mind. So when you speak into the water, you can say a prayer or a chant, but make sure it's attributed to whatever you're doing. Or you could just talk to it like it's a specific individual that's you're doing this on. So, you speak to it, you tell them to be affectionate to you only, whatever. Make sure you're very clear with your words. Okay? Um, a lot of magic, a lot of stuff that you do, its effectiveness really depends a lot on the atmosphere at the time when you're performing magic. So you have to make sure, when I say you're in the right frame of mind, you need to make sure that when you're doing it, you have incense going, you have certain music going that puts you in a certain frame of mind for whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Now, I'm a little more new age when it comes to like meditation or getting in the right frame of mind. So there are a lot of people who listen to a lot of like meditation music or new age music. That's cool, and that does work. But I'm a little different, so I have to put Portishead on, okay, like, and get into some kind of romantic vibe. Also, the scents that are going off on the incense, they have to make you feel romantic. It's not a wise thing to do magic, or especially love magic, when you're not in a good mood, because that'll fuck it up for you. So you have to make sure that you are in the right mood. There are a lot of things you should do before that. You need to take a shower, bath, and not just any bath. You need to take a ritual bath, okay? With, you know, whether it's a ritual bath water, or, you know, it could be very complex, or it could be very simple. You can make a bubble bath and put rose petals in it, whatever the fuck you want to do, whatever it is that you need to do to get into that relaxed state, and that state of romance, okay? But there are things that you could add to the bath to kind of help you with what you're trying to do. So I would suggest making a bath, or, you know, like a wash out of cinnamon for passion and lust, okay? Rose hips for, I'm not rose hips, rose buds, I'm sorry. Rose buds for love. And jasmine is really good for love. What else? Bath salts. Don't fuck with bath salts, but use them correctly, right? You know, lavender bath salts, rose scented bath salts. Just, you want to like cleanse yourself, but also at the same time you want to feel sexy. You know, you want to make sure that you're in the right frame of mind when you're doing this. There are also some more advanced techniques that a lot of people don't want to hear. So if you are, if you get offended very easily, turn this video off right now or shut your ears, okay? Because this is probably not for you. A really good way or technique to raise power while you're performing your ritual or your spell is through masturbation, okay? Masturbating, getting off. So while you're masturbating or getting off, you need to make sure that you have your intent in your head. So when you get to that point of climax, it releases. That's another form of sex magic, and I'll get into sex magic in another video, but those are just some techniques. You know, there are a lot of things that you can do. When it comes to ethics and love spells, remember, ethics are more personal. They have to do with yourself and what you personally believe in. Magic and religion and religious ethics or moral ethics, they need to be separated, because they are two different things. Magic is part of nature, and it's both loving and cruel, okay? So a lot of bad things that happen in the world that you just need to deal with. But for as many bad things that happen in the world, there are a lot of fucking good things. So it all depends on yourself. I'm not going to stop anyone from doing something they want to do, okay? A lot of times, that's the best way to learn, is through trial and error, and by making mistakes and doing that black magic and sending out that love spell to make somebody love you, okay? Like, I personally wouldn't do it. I have done it. Would I do it now? No. Not unless I knew that they had some kind of feelings for me. But, because first of all, it may work. It probably will work. But it won't last that long. And it's not real. Okay? And when I don't believe in a threefold law, okay? But I will tell you this, anytime you do magic, anytime, you're sending off beacons of energy. So there are certain entities that are both positive and negative that gravitate towards that, and they see that. So it's not that whatever you send out comes back times 3. It's that whatever you're doing, you're attracting a lot of shit with you. So if you're doing something negative, those negative energies and entities are just going to follow you. So if you're going to do something like that, protect yourself. You know, make sure that you're well protected, and that, you know, you're blocking off anything else. Get in a sacred space, get in a circle, light incense, whatever you have to do. A lot of people understand what I'm talking about, and a lot of people will don't. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you do not have any business practicing magic. Go to your local metaphysical store and read about Wicca, because it's safe that way.